Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni, covering more patch 7.41 goodness. Today we're looking at a mount, but first I think I should explain how you get the mount. So first of all, we've got a mount called the Cosmic Countenance Identification Key, which is the red sort of face rock that you might have seen on the patch notes. Effectively, this is a reward that you can very rarely obtain from that of gold artifacts. So let me explain what those are. So first of all, you're going to need Oizi's drone modules. To actually get drone modules, you need drone bits. Drone bits are the currency underneath your Cosmo credits and Oizi's credits that cap at 5,000. You'll see Oizi's drones bits. Effectively, you can get these from doing subsequent A rank missions. There's actually also benefits to doing them as well. So we've talked about gold count in previous videos, but essentially if you turn in at gold rating any of your EX Plus or A rank missions consecutively, up to a maximum of 6 in a row will give you a passive benefit to the amount of Cosmo and Oizi's credits that you get. It will not increase the amount of drone bits that you get. Those are mentioned, as you can see, as the bonus for getting a gold. So you might want to just rack up as many golds as possible anyway. You'll note that it is only A rank and above missions that actually work for this, that give you drone bits, and not anything below A rank. We find this NPC here, Cade, I believe they're called, this Aura lass, looking pretty good actually. I really like that character. They are located just to the left of the Mech Ops section, as well as the Cosmic Research stand. So just in this corner, if you can see that. And effectively, once you have some drone bits, if you talk to them, you can acquire drone modules. And you'll see for 200 drone bits, you can get 1 drone module. As you can see, I've got 6 that I provided myself with earlier. And effectively what these are treasure maps. That's the best way for me to explain this. So as you can see in my inventory, Oizi's drone module, it says this device contains everything required to launch a reconnaissance drone. So basically we right click this or subcommand to use like we would if it was a treasure map. And when we do so, it says scan commenced. It will also automatically reset and open our map and place an X on it. Very much like when we have, any treasure map in the game. If you've ever done treasure maps before, it's basically the same thing. So now all we need to do is go to the Ethernet shards. Make sure you are tuned to these, by the way, if your world has unlocked them. And once we have arrived at our destination, you can also notice that there's a blue sort of almost like a loot line that you would see from Diablo or something that signifies where the drone bit treasure is. And then it's a simple case of going up to the rock and interacting with it. And then you will get randomly 1 of 3 types. So you can get bronze ancient records, silver ancient records, or gold. And then when you've got yourself some of these ancient records, I got completely shafted here and got 6 of the bronze ones in a row. Fortunately, we do have some footage of gold and silver as well I'll put in. But we simply go back to the NPC, so Cade, and this time we choose the second option, which is Appraise Ancient Records. And this is very familiar to those who have done, I don't know, anything with an appraisal system. So bronze, silver, or gold sacks, for example, from a deep dungeon. And effectively, you just open these and you get a random assortment of garbage. In this case, that is going to be the case because we're opening bronze. We've got Craftsman's Materia 12. We've got Gravel Golem, which is a very old minion, which is good if you're collecting old stuff. Model Vanguard minion. Clockwork Barrow, for example, Competent Craftsman's Tisan. We've also got an atrophied Atomos, but you will also see quite a lot of other things that I've obtained. So I also got the Modern Aesthetics Modern Legend, for example, that came from a gold that I opened. I also got the Ballroom Etiquette Well Bred from a silver. I believe I got a pastry cupboard. So there's quite a lot of stuff in there. In addition to all that guff, there is also a very rare item, and the only rare item at the moment, as far as we can tell, that's exclusive to it, is the Cosmic Countenance Identification Key, which is a mount exclusive to it. So you are going to have to get gold records, which is complete and utter RNG from doing this. But over the course of doing your stellar missions, you will probably accrue quite a lot of these drone bits. And like I say, it caps to 5,000. you know, go to Cade once you've got a cap or close to. It costs 200 drone bits per module, which is effectively a treasure map. Alright then, here we are in my favourite zone in the game, the Azim Steppe, nice big open area. And let's look at this then. This is the Cosmic Countenance mount. And it says, summon forth your Cosmic Countenance, a Laporit designed defense system that serves with a smile, albeit an unsettling one. Originally created to correct Smileton, this machina has the appearance of a face that smiles at residents and grimaces at trespassers. When the construction of the settlement was suspended with the forestalling of the final days, this unit was repurposed for general support duties. The hidden text says, let's go out there and serve up some smiles, eh? A quote there of Jamming Way. And this is what the mount looks like. It is a massive rock face. If you've done a Smileton dungeon, then you will be familiar with this model. Personally, I think this is quite an eye-catching mount. The mix of red and obviously the gold there with the red trim. It definitely reminds me of sort of like Allegan technology more than anything else. But of course it is not. It is Laporit designed. It is pretty cool, actually. It's one of the more unique mounts from this. In this patch, there's been 5 mounts in total in the Cosmic Exploration, which is an absurd amount of mounts. But when you really look at it, 3 of them are recolors, and only 2 of them are unique, and this is one of the unique ones. The other one is the Spider Battle Tank that was added to the moon as well. But, yeah, I actually quite like this one. It's really nicely detailed. And of course, as we take to the skies, there doesn't seem to be any major changes. I thought the facial expression might change or something, but it doesn't. And it just sort of floats there. The bottom of this is that shape, which is just a big stamp, basically, which I find rather entertaining because on the mount text thing, there's actually a big stamp of that as its footprint. But yeah, the way it flies, yeah, it's as you would expect, a giant inanimate object. It glides as a giant inanimate object. And it's quite terrifying, isn't it? If you saw this as an Eorzean citizen looking upwards, you'd be like, what on earth is that? It's the thing of nightmares, isn't it? The red piercing light. But it is a rather entertaining mount to add to our collection. And yeah, if you're wondering what the mount music is, and that's something I'm also wondering about. It does appear to be generic mount music, which is a real shame if you think about it. I was kind of hoping that we were going to get like the cosmic stuff, but I guess generic mount music it is. Slightly disappointed, I guess. And here it is taking a dunk in a lake here, using the flight animation just to show it in somewhere other than flying, swimming past the fish here, terrifying. But yeah, this mount goes for, on the market board, it is market tradable like any other mount from Cosmic Exploration in 7.41. It goes for about 10 million now. I saw the lowest price, that was yesterday. It's probably gone lower. And by the end of the week, it's probably going to be in the single digits of Gale, quite honestly, of millions. Or maybe even less than that eventually. It doesn't particularly seem that hard to obtain. The RNG on getting it from the gold records does seem to be quite irritating, but that's about the only thing. But best of luck with your RNG, because mine is terrible. Anyway, I was hoping a lot more from this system. I do think that this system was not what I expected, especially when they talked about lore and information to do with the planet that we're visiting. I think the side quests that do inevitably open up once it's finished do a lot better in that regard. But I was hoping that we were going to delve into, you know, the history of the people that were on this world. But I guess that is not the case, unless there's something that expands this in the future. But as it stands, I think that the artifact system it's okay, but it doesn't hit on all cylinders. It feels like it's missing the mark of what they originally talked about on a live letter. Either that or it was lost in translation. Anyway, let me know what you think about the artifact system and indeed this new mount, and I will of course see you in the next video. Bye-bye.